Hello, mic check. Wonderful. Awesome. Hey Siddhant, hello. Manish, you switched to Ubuntu? Yes, it's a very long story. I have been updating in my Twitter, if you guys noticed. So there is one more problem. So Fedora has its own issues, and Ubuntu is having its own issues. Some things worked fine in Ubuntu, some things are worked fine in Fedora, but not every tool works out of the box. I'm trying to be optimistic and fix things. Okay, let's see main output, TV output. I cannot use my capture card because these things are not working as expected. So I'm falling back to OBS NDI. Why did you choose Debian? I'll explain it. No worries. I have like personal experience now. Display capture. Oh, come on, dude. Display capture. Give me. I know you guys won't are not able to see anything, but give me a moment. Which one is this now? Okay, so that's fine. I'll keep it as it is. I'll be switching from L instead of using Elgato. I will pick NVIDIA NDI source. Should be showing up my name or something here. Source name. I don't know what's the source name. Dude, even India is not working. Which version am I in? SDK May 6, 2024. When is this one? I guess this is much older version. So yeah, the problem is with KDE. It's not really a Fedora problem or an Arch Linux problem. So, man, even India is not working. Okay, I have version conflicts from Windows and Ubuntu. You should supposed to show. Let me see if I can capture my gaming PC's output into my streaming PC, just so know that if NDI is working or not. Nope. I'm sure by the end of the stream I'll be switching to Windows directly. Okay. I'm closing down this. I will just use normal stuff. Why wouldn't it not work? Ooh, source name, that's the one. Okay, something, I got something. Okay, this is just my own. At least I'm seeing names between each other. Okay, forget NDI, it won't work. So this is the problem, guys. You can see my Elgato. So where should we start? Where should we start? I have to sign in now. As there is nothing on the screen, I'll be showing my face anyway. Amrit Pal, welcome to the stream. So let me open my Twitter account. I have been updating based on my Fedora isn't Arc. Fedora is Ubuntu based. Omarki. What is the name of it? Omarki Olama. Does it have a support for Olama? There are a lot of troubleshoots. Okay, let me wrap up its own base. Okay, no worries. Okay, let me wrap up the things and let me explain what were the issues I have been facing. So as I cannot share my screen, the Ubuntu or Elgato are not compatible anymore, so that's why I can't share my screen. I'll be showing it from my phone. So what happened is, after the last stream ended, I went to Fedora KDE. Pros is it was detecting my Elgato, screen share was working fine, audio was being transmitted as well, but there was one problem, the taskbar. But as in the last stream I have fixed that. It was apparently a customization thing, but that was fixed. But then there was this problem. I made a video in my Twitter account as well, where the problem is, while I'm replicating my gaming monitor to Elgato, the taskbar, or we can say the start, you see this. Oh, you can't see this. So we open an application launcher, that was not opening. There was a highlight, there was a animation that it's kind of opening, but it wasn't sure where to open. So that was the first issue. But I stopped using it. I was using shortcuts. I got adapted to those, but no issues with that, so I forgot about it. Then comes programming. Playwright has no support for Fedora, I guess, or whatever it is. So I found it very tedious with that. But then I moved to, okay, let's not use Playwright, let's move to Puppeteer or something. So I changed my entire code base. Then we went to, I fixed that. I was able to open Chrome browsers and everything. Those were working fine. Then comes to Olama. Obviously, my Olama Gamma setup is really crucial for me, and that's when, while I was trying to set up, this happened. I sat for almost 2 hours trying to reinstall the old drivers, but things didn't work out. And then I watched a YouTube video for someone who was like just like 5 minutes of installing Olama in Ubuntu. Just he did it, and it was working fine. The same way it was working fine in my machine now. So I opened. Let me show you guys. I opened this one. See here. It takes a while to spin up, but it definitely works. And it's using my GPU. I didn't really had any struggles with it. It was purely out of the box. I admired it. I enjoyed it. But then Ubuntu has one critical problem which allows me not to stream, which is replication. As you can see, it doesn't really look like a 1920 into 1080 monitor or screen capture. It looks like an old CRT. I tried a lot, ChatGPT and YouTube. They were saying I tried all the commands they provided to me. It's just not working. So okay, instead of Elgato, I was planning to use NDI setup. It's a thing in OBS where we share the footage through network instead of cables. Let's say instead of using HDMI capture card or HDMI cable, we just share it over the network. I'm trying to set it up. There is no errors, but it's not working. But this is crucial for me. And again, this is just 10 to 20%. I still have to transfer the audio. I still have to capture the audio from my streaming PC. There's a lot more work to be done. Okay, so yeah, that's the update. I have to fix this capture thing. This is important for me. If not, you guys won't be able to see what I'm doing. But I was really curious. These are very minimum things. I'm not sure how other YouTubers or streamers who are using Linux are able to go with it. Maybe they have another hardware which is not proprietary like Elgato or Nvidia. Yeah. Install Arc with GNOME. Now I am moved from Linux to Windows, but I'm still using WSL. Yeah, maybe I have to switch back to Windows as well. But so, dude, what happened to you, man? So yeah, the NDI is also not working. Where that was my last hope to transfer or replicate my streaming PC or my gaming PC monitor to streaming PC. As that is not working, I have no clue what to do now. So which operating system should I try next? Which operating system it is? So Ubuntu, I don't know if I could capture the screen. I don't really face any issues, but was really looking beautiful. I like the UI. Once I switched back to Ubuntu, I was missing that UI thing, but it's fine. Arc with GNOME. Arc with GNOME. Arc with GNOME. And there are all other bunch of problems. This kind of mouse doesn't work with Linux. I don't know. It was unable to connect in Fedora as well as in Ubuntu. Arc GNOME. Omarki is Gnome or KDE? Which one is it? I had issues with KDE, so I don't want to try that again. So you guys want now want me to try Omarki? What is the hype around this one? How old is this? Hey, those hyperlands, Wayland things are causing me issues, man. I want something which works. Don't suggest me something which all the other YouTubers are using. They have different hardware, I guess. They love debugging things. I don't want to. Okay, let's see. Omarki is probably a great option for people who want a DE version on Hyperland. Ready to go, ready to use, but also ready with at least so much load as your own average Windows system. Some choices in the installer script would make it much better option. Or okay. There were so many packages as they were in the creative suite of Fedora, but with the Fedora package, you know what you are downloading. The packages are listed at the download link. Can't use screen. That's the problem. I cannot replicate the screen to my OBS. So maybe I'll just share it. I'll just move it over here. I was trying to read this section. So this was the Omarki review. The good, the bad. It was 2 months ago, so mostly my case would also be the same thing. Seriously, it is a way for you to hyperland without getting any hands dirty and learning how to configure it. It is easy to use Arc without ever using Arc. Having tried it out for just few hours, it automates a lot of. I'm getting a call from my mom once again. Why would our moms call us and won't talk anything? Let me see my house cameras to see. Oh, she's calling me again, once again. Okay, the call is done. What are you guys making fun of? I'm trying to open the chat in my own screen instead of trying to peek from the overlay in OBS. Okay, it's easy. Just try it once. You are 100x developer, says my PM. Tell ChatGPT not working, fix it, says my PM. What are you talking about, Amritpal? OBS is not working. So what do you want me to do? Honestly, I think it's better option for me to just use Windows. Why? Because things just work. You know, Elgato works, voice meter works. Kishore, welcome back to the stream, man. But here things are not working as expected. So yeah, final try. Okay, let me get my pen drive and install it. Make it a boot up. Okay. Kishore, welcome to the stream. What happened to Relangi Mama? Oh, a lot happened to my. If you noticed, I'm not using Windows anymore. Let me show it to you. Not using Windows, I'm using Ubuntu, and I'm trying to get accommodated with Linux, but things are not working as it is. Okay, let's read some chat. Buggy Boy, welcome to the stream. I only use Claude. Yeah, whatever you use, it's fine. I had to brief look at Omarki. I assume this is just a hyperland thing, but changing all the settings to a text file sounds like a tedium for the sake of it. Okay. You should not do it forcefully. You should only do it out of pure love. What happened to Relangi Mama? So my Windows got bricked. I tried Fedora. That didn't work as expected. I'm trying Ubuntu. There are a lot of issues which I don't really see a fix for it. As you can see, my screen is something like that. Ubuntu is not unable to recognize my Elgato. There are a lot of Reddit posts saying that they couldn't just work. They were using some other hardware. They got a new instead of Elgato. So try Kali. I won't even consider it. So yeah, and I couldn't spin up Relangi Mama in this machine yet because there are a lot of things to install. Anyway, it is weekend stream, so we should have fun installing Omark. I would like to try it. I would definitely like to try it. I'm not against Linux or something. I just want something like you guys know. I need Olama, which runs on GPU. I need Elgato to work. I need my code to work. Of course, if it's a code problem, I can just change my code, which I did last night after the stream. I sat for almost 6 hours trying to change all my packages in Go and other Python code, which were actually supported in Windows but not in Linux. So I had to change my code, which was fine. If you want a good experience, just use anything with KDE Plasma or Cinnamon, Linux Mint or Kubuntu, even if you like. So LOL's Hunter, there was another problem with it. I tried Fedora KDE. I know you guys are new, so if you go to my Twitter, I have posted 3 updates on what problems I faced with KDE. Those were not issues with Fedora itself, those were like KDE issues. I couldn't fix them. I will not use that buttons, I will not use it. So I got account. I like the UI. KDE looked really good. I was hoping that it would work so that my PC would look beautiful, but things didn't work. It finally got bricked and I got the black screen. I could only use terminal. So I came back to Ubuntu and Olama just worked out of the box. I struggled a lot with Olama in Fedora, but it was working fine in here. Fair enough. Have you tried Linux Mint? I have tried Linux Mint back in 2019. Works fine, no issues, but it's almost Ubuntu. If I'm doing Ubuntu, then basically I don't even have to try Linux Mint. So I have tried Pop OS. I have tried Pop OS had like multi-desktop issues. So I had 4 monitors when I tested it. Could not work. The same thing in here. Ubuntu can recognize monitors, but it cannot recognize Elgato, which is important for me. I tried OBS NDI instead of using Elgato, like trying to transfer my footage through network. That didn't work because of the version issue, and Windows is using like CAsh based NDI, but OBS is using obviously something else. They couldn't recognize each other. I cannot fix that plugin, so I gave up. When you tried KDE Plasma, which distro? Just yesterday, Fedora KDE. That's one I tried. It looked beautiful. I like the UI of it. And it was the good thing is it recognized the Elgato. It was able to replicate things. It was working fine. I expected Ubuntu would also work, but it didn't. I tried the X. What was the thing? Xra or something. There was a package where we can set the monitor configuration. I tried it. It's tedious. Didn't work. There are a lot of errors, and I have to get the EEI ID or something for my Elgato, which obviously Elgato wouldn't provide. So I just gave up. VI editor will fuck all. Yeah. So I'm thinking not to go with Hyperland, because I saw when I was facing issues with Fedora, people were like, you try to stick with GNOME or something. So basic things work. What I should try now? So that might be a Fedora problem. You use Ubuntu currently and that works. You might have a better experience with Kubuntu, the Ubuntu, but instead of typical desktop, it's KDE official flavor. So the problem, maybe I have to like document stuff. So Fedora, Olama was not working. There were like some UI issues, like the start home only works when I don't replicate to Elgato. But the moment I replicate it, the start button would show up as if the animation is as if it's opening, but it won't open. It won't open in my Elgato, it won't open in my primary machine or something like that. Is this a Snapdragon laptop? It's a 3080 gaming PC. Tejas, welcome to the stream, Tejas. No, it's a Intel PC. Harish, welcome back. Arc with GNOME or Omarchy? Welcome to Linux. This is not my first time trying Linux, dude. I tried it again. This is like the second time. I'm kind of repeating myself. Why? Last time I have switched back to Windows. Why? Because Elgato didn't work in Linux, and the capture didn't work. The audio transfer didn't work. So I came back to Windows. Then Windows, I was using Windows for years. Things work like Windows. But then yesterday, like 2 days back, I think, Windows started to act weird. I was actually doing that in the live stream as well, which took me back to Linux. I installed Fedora. There were issues. Now I installed Ubuntu. Again issues. Now let's move to another one. So Fedora is done. Ubuntu is done. What next? But I'm really interested that Olama just worked out of the box. Just 2 commands and it worked. Even like GPU stuff. I thought that would be a painful setup. Why Linux? You guys just want me to suffer, don't you? So Arc with GNOME. Kubuntu. Does it have something to do with Hyperland or Wayland? Because I was told to stay away from it. Where's the download button? What happened to Fedora? Oh, Harish. So, do you have Twitter, Harish? Maybe I'll just log inside this. Yeah, if you have Twitter, do you mind switching? Because I can't really share my screen properly. Things are not working. So this is my profile. It takes a while to load. So this is my profile. I don't know why it's not showing my post. I think I'm supposed to log in. That's when I see my post. But yeah, you can just open the app and see the latest updates I provided. That would help you understand. If you're too lazy to do that, just come back and I'll explain things. Okay, KDE is simply just Ubuntu with a KDE desktop. You like the look of it, but it doesn't work like, I would say like a KDE problem. So UI issues, that's okay, but in KDE, the what do you call it? Elgato worked fine. So my main the reason I would like to try this is let me show you. So in Fedora, Olama didn't work. Okay, but Elgato worked, and capture card like replication, they did work. So if I can make these work in KDE, in like Kubuntu, obviously Olama works in Ubuntu, that means it would also work in Kubuntu. So basically I have everything which I wanted. npm install, that's not how you install Arc. Wow, a software engineer but switching to only Linux now. Software engineering and Linux is not a thing. Don't follow what Twitter shows you, don't follow what a bunch of YouTubers say that hey, software engineers are supposed to use Linux. That's not a thing. It's just whatever you're feeling comfortable with. I'm not scared of Linux, it's just the hardware I own won't work well with Linux. Even this mouse is not working, but I got my old mouse, wired mouse. See, I'm trying my best. It shows your account is suspended for me. Maybe you're supposed to log in. Why would it be suspended? I can see. Can anyone else confirm? Would you mind if I use an analogy? What's that? What that mean? But you cannot play games. Yeah, that's another problem. I'm a big gamer. I play Battlefield, Rainbow Six Siege, most of the times, like at least 2 days a week. So I thought obviously dual boot, which I did in the previous days. I used Linux in my laptop for almost 4 years. I'm not afraid of it. See, and I use Raspberry Pi. I have been using it for like 6 years now. I'm not a Linux anti-Linux or something buggy boy. It's about the hardware I own in my gaming PC just gives me trouble working with Linux. WSL is another huge problem. Amritpal, I like WSL. I actually I used it for years instead of dual booting Linux, but the problem is storage. It cannot move into different drives. It has to be installed in local drive C, and when you do that, if you're doing multitasking, every load drops on that single drive, and you will be eventually bottlenecked by your disk speeds, right, and like read and write speeds. KDE genome is like a wallpaper on the wall. Ubuntu Fedora Arc is like a wall itself. What do you want to nail something to the wall? Elgato or other software, it's the wall that matters, not the wallpaper. I kind of understand now. But there are two different differences which we need to pick. So, lol hunters, I would like to take your opinion on this, not like buggy boys or someone who just think I'm a software engineer doesn't use Linux. I use Linux. Cool. I have like hosting, Raspberry Pi, they all run on Linux. Just gaming and normal stuff, I have to stick with Windows. So, Fedora worked fine. I don't know if it's Fedora or KDE, which worked fine for my Elgato and my code. So, but Olama didn't work in Fedora. So I moved to Ubuntu. Olama works, Elgato doesn't work. So which one should I pick so that these both work? So I need to pick something. So Olama is working because of, I think it's a Debian thing. So I need to pick something with Debian. And Elgato worked because it's a KDE thing. So maybe I have to go with Kubuntu. That's how I come up with Kubuntu. Yeah, this was the same problem I faced previously. Multiple desktops, like replication. When I asked everyone in the chat last night, like, hey, do you guys think multi-desktop would work? You're like, yeah, it would work. I mean, big YouTubers are using it. But my case would always be different. I mean, yeah, maybe instead of I heard that most of the Linux YouTubers, they would use Evermedia capture cards instead of like Elgato ones. Gaming for the most part works on Linux. I don't really care about gaming because I can just dual boot into Windows. I have a bunch of other drives. you run into multiple issues by multiple. Yep. Some do work, but usually don't. Yeah, gaming is not really my priority for Linux. That's like 10 years ahead in the future. If you can install both on your current machine, Ubuntu, I'm confident it will work with Kubuntu. Okay. Sorry again, what's wrong with WSL2? I'm using for a day. Can you please elaborate or any article link? I don't really didn't write any article on it. So, Amritpal, the way I write my code is mostly, how can I tell? Harish or someone who has been following me regularly, I do a lot of odd stuff with my programs. So imagine you have one drive. Okay, you cannot install WSL in another drive. Cool. So all your Pythons, Nodes, Android stuff will be installed in local drive C. Your WSL will also be installed in local drive C. I'm talking about Windows. So local drive C, the one hard drive, is trying to load lot many things. Okay, so eventually your PC would slow down. I'm not saying if you do a lot like React development or like Android development, it would work fine. It would work fine, but if you're trying to run like a RabbitMQ system in a WSL, and then the other one running like a Python system, then I was running a Android development as well. So all these things were slowing down my drive because why is it going dark? So it was a hardware issue. So I tried. There is two ways you fix this. Either move the WSL from one drive to another drive so that the load between the drives could be split. But that's not possible. Windows need a WSL in the local drive C. It's not possible. Or the other way is you move all your applications like which uses the disk from local drive C to another drive. Is that possible? No. But WSL worked fine for me like 2 to 3 years. I didn't really face much issues. Obviously, initially you would be having like an adaptation issue, but things worked great. No issues. Due to my personal hardware issue, I had to give up on it. And then comes the environment issues, So one other problem is there is a package which works for Linux, but the same code won't work in Windows. I'm talking about Puppeteer and Playwright. So you write your code in WSL, you install basically you're installing Linux packages, but your Chrome instance which you're trying to access is in Windows. You get what I'm trying to say. So most of you guys would not do all such weird things. You would do a development in maybe you build in WSL and those things work fine. Maybe you're writing APIs, but when you're trying to write controller stuff, they won't work. I don't expect them to work, but there were issues. May I know a bit on what you do work mostly in Office? It's a full stack: Angular, Java, Python, AWS, MongoDB, Oracle. Yeah. Not to confuse you, but some additional info about Linux in case you don't know. Most distros are based on Debian, so they share a lot of compatibility. Arc and Fedora are both their own thing. Okay. I was thinking Fedora is Arc. My bad. So less compatible between those, but stuff like Ubuntu, Linux Mint, or they are both based on the same thing. So that's why I would like to try Kubuntu. So my understanding is in Fedora, capture card worked, replication worked. I mean, I could replicate my gaming monitor to the capture card. So how can I get these features in a Debian way? So just now I know that Fedora is not Arc, so there are two options now. How can I get Olama working with GPU with easy setup that doesn't break my UI or something, and Elgato capture card and replication? These three things, I don't know which one to pick. Arc, show me any article or something that says okay these three work, or in Ubuntu. Ubuntu obviously it's Debian and Olama works. I was trying to see maybe in KDE Elgato would work, because in Fedora KDE Elgato worked. So you're saying that it's not KDE which worked Elgato, it's Fedora thing that was compatible with Elgato. Is that what you're trying to suggest? There are a lot of words I spoke, so I don't know. Amritpal, I guess I answered your question. Your best bet is Ubuntu, then Arc, then Fedora. If that helps, but the technical knowledge step is big. The big between. How do you install Olama in Fedora first? Yeah, the same. I was following this one. So you see this? I was following this. Olama is officially available on Fedora only on Fedora 42 or above. So mine was 42. I was this works fine. So I did this. It was only running CPU. Obviously, we cannot run LLMs on CPU. It's just too bad. So obviously, they wanted me to try Podman containers. I tried that. It was giving me issues because they were really optimized for NVIDIA, AMD and AMD CPUs. So I couldn't care about it. So I was trying to install NVIDIA drivers, and that's when I bricked my PC. What do you think about AI Gen being used in development nowadays? The thing is, it doesn't really matter what you and I think, it's what the corporate thinks. If Meta, big companies think it's possible, everyone thinks it's possible. So, what I think, as long as the managers, the company which we work on, whatever they think, I have to think the same. Because I personally know that my opinion doesn't matter. Is it only available in Fedora? Which one? Olama? No. We can see here. I'll show it to you. This is Olama. Just with 2 command lines, it's using my GPU. It works out of the box. You see. Hey, can you write a sample code on how to copy file from drive 1 to drive 2 in Python? Give me code. And it's using my GPU because I can hear my GPU fan noise going up. To achieve this in Fedora, I was maybe 2 to 3 hours. See, the moment I saw an issue, I was not getting my pen drive to like move away from the operating system. I was trying to fix it. Manish, I guess Olama has a setup file for Linux. Okay, good. Yes, if you have everything you want working on Ubuntu, you will be able to do the same on Ubuntu. 99% sure. Yeah. For code, can you use Granite? Right? You can use what is that? I'm not aware of it. I'm sure this is not the one you're trying to. Oh, you're talking about Olama. I'm not using Olama for coding. I was using it for reasoning. That was fast. Yep, that is fast. But the same command in in Fedora was taking hours. Not really hours, but minutes. But obviously, it was running on CPU. That's not really feasible for me in real life. So yeah, Olama works on Ubuntu. That means it works fine in Debian. I don't know if it works in Arc. No clue. I have to test it. So now Olama, but I'm sure that Olama works in Ubuntu. So that tick box with that +1 for Ubuntu then, or Debian. Now what with capture card? Which OS I need to pick with that supports capture card? So instead of wasting time, I would like to try this one, Kubuntu. You run on my iGPU. I have a question. Is the low aspect ratio recording intentional, or is just that's the problem? So I could not fix it. How can I tell it to you? So in KDE, when I was the OBS, it shows as if I'm using a weird aspect ratio, but that's not my aspect ratio. In KDE, it was showing 1920 by 1080. It was recognizing Elgato. That was like Fedora KDE. Everything Elgato worked fine in KDE. Olama works fine in Ubuntu. Perplexity, we'll have to try it sometime. So Hunter. In Fedora KDE, Elgato capture replication worked. Olama didn't work. Then comes Ubuntu, where Olama worked, but the other things are not working. And I'm waiting for it to download. Oh, I see. I won't delay you any further. Kubuntu for Kubuntu ISO. If this didn't work out, I will. Isn't KDE just a desktop environment? Yeah, theoretically yes, but why would it? I'm installing KDE 24 instead of the new one LTS. Pretty scared of new ones. So for development stuff, which operating system has like pre-installed stuff? Okay, I see KDE is being downloaded. Dual boot. Why? What is the need of your dual boot? I'm going to replace this Ubuntu because it's not useful for me if I couldn't work the capture card. You can see how my screen looks. Linux is usually basic enough to where it what you make of it. I'm sure that development distros out there, but if you need, you can make it how you want. Yeah, not really a priority. It's just KDE. When I tried Fedora, it has Node, Python all installed by default. I liked it. The UI is really good in KDE, like wonderful looking. But again, that's just a plus point. It's even if I didn't have much beautiful looking UI, it's fine. It's not a minus, it's just a plus. But obviously, if my tools didn't work, that's a minus. Not on the Fedora or Linux community, it's just for me. I would say in the end, I only need good error messages and good text editor. Oh, I need a lot more than that. Where is Harshit? The proud, what was Fedora KDE? He was the one who suggesting it. But like, hey, everything works out of the box in KDE. I was like, really? That's impressive. Looks like my pen drive is not being recognized, so let me remove it and plug it back. Hello, mic check. Okay. I removed my, what do you say, my microphone from front and placed it at the back of my motherboard. Umark is R-based distro with a lot of pre-installed dev tools. It's used Hyperland as a WM, which is tiling WM. Welcome to the stream, Gizly Panda. I'm a bit afraid of Omarkey and Arc in general because two things. I'm sure Elgato won't work in those operating systems, and replication like multi-monitor stuff would not also work. Okay, I'm waiting for Kubuntu to be installed. In the meantime, let me download which one of the Arc, maybe Arc Genome. Should I try Arc Genome? Will that work fine for me? Arc Linux. I heard Arc is not that stable. If you ever need to look up something about Linux, find out how it works. The Arc wiki is the best. Even though it is for Arc, it has a lot of info on other crossovers. I like how you approach the problem, hunters. I really like how you are discussing stuff instead of just googling it and thinking about what other popular YouTubers would use. Okay, worth a try. Arc wiki Elgato. Looks like there are a bunch of problems. They're trying to access the Elgato footage in Arc, but that's not what I want. I want to send the footage to Elgato. There is no way I'm converting my streaming PC into a Linux machine. Oh, new Chan, welcome to the stream. Arc is kind of hacked now. The ARU had some bad pushes. Oh, but those would be in the latest versions. I'll be using the LTS. Wouldn't I be in a safer side? I think it would in Omar Key because it is a scaffold by DHH. I think he does use multiple laptops and Elgatos. Maybe try it. Thing about Arc is you don't get GNOME or KDE packed with it. You install it all yourself. If you want to try Arc, look at EnduOS basic Arc but with a comfortable GUI installer. Omar Key. It's definitely worth check. Omar Key assumes you're running a 2x capable Retina class display by default. This is what you need to get those nice scripts programmer fonts. It's what laptops like Framework 13 with 2K monitor is optimized for. It's what you want to run. Ding ding ding. So if you're not running a display with PPI of above, you will want to change the monitor settings, for example. Hyperland works great with multi-screens. Read more about how to lay them out. Why can't I install Arc with npm? Because Arc is not an npm package. Arc is rolling not like LTS, really? And isn't that the red flag? Omar Key is based on Arc with Hyperland instead of KD or Genome. Downside is it is a lot less intuitive. I think you will have more of a headache with it. What do you think, Manish? Do you agree with Hunter? I really like how Hunter is trying to talking his ways. Like he's telling me things. What do you want? Maybe this will what you face. The UI is not really much priority of me. If it has a good UI, that's a plus. But if it doesn't, that's not really a minus. I just want these three things to work. Let's try Kubuntu. Let's try it. Instead of installing, we can just do the trial version and see how it works. In the meantime, let me download Omar Key as well. If Kubuntu didn't work, then Omar Key, yeah, let's try it. I'll download the ISO. I'll just keep it ready. UI is in this case includes settings. GNOME and KDE has nice GUI settings. Hyperland, it's all about text file editing, no GUI. That's what I'm. Oh, I'm not doing that then. I'm not doing that. And it's not about I'm afraid. I do a lot of YAML and TOML files, but I don't want my desktop to be like that. No. Now I'm running npm install Arc. Is it running? Not. Maybe it's not really a true version then. If it's text-based editing, why would they say beautiful, modern, and opinionated Linux? Streaming issues.
Umachi is a
Yeah, it's a tough for me. Let's hope Kubuntu works. What is the other one? Should I try? If Kubuntu didn't work, I'll give one more OS. If that didn't work, then we are going directly to Microsoft, which I don't really want to, but I don't see any other way. Mm. I mean, yeah, that's a good thing, but that's not really a priority for me, so it's fine. Okay, Omar Key. Yeah, I just saw a video on the main web page. Looks beautiful, yeah, but the way how they are configuring things, it's a bit too much for me. So no, that's a learning curve which I don't want to spend that much time on. If Keyboard doesn't work in your OS, I would say it's Arc, but it's the best beginner-friendly Arc install out there. But I'm confident you will get on with Kubuntu. Yeah, let's try Kubuntu first. Harish Debian, if Ubuntu didn't work, Arc with GNOME, I'll try it. Anish, welcome to the stream. I saw your question. So what's the issue? I don't know where to start from. So 2 days back, or let's say day before yesterday, or in the last stream, I guess. Yeah, just in the last stream, if you join and scroll and go beyond like a few minutes, let me show. Don't use anything, stick with Windows. Windows is good. Yeah, Windows is like a ready to use operating system. So what happened is, in my previous stream just yesterday, I'm going to mute myself. Yeah, I didn't really install any ad blockers yet. Okay, so what happened is, after I joined a little bit, we can see I was having issues with Windows, so I couldn't do anything. The moment I opened a terminal, it was crashing. Just couldn't work anything. So everything was breaking down. Even the Windows default reset was broken. So yeah, I basically installed. Long story short, I did my research. The chat was suggesting something. I was also suggesting something. We went and installed a fresh Windows just to copy my files. So I did a fresh install of Windows just to make a copy of my stuff, and then we moved to which Linux to pick. We finally picked Fedora. And after installation, or we can say actually tried the pre-installation version where you can just boot from a pen drive. That worked fine. I didn't really face any issues. Where is it? Yep, I was installing. But right after that, we can see I was facing the mouse cursor issue. You see this? I was getting a headache. This issue was not there when I booted from a pen drive, but the moment I installed it, it came back. So that was live on stream. People were trying to help as well, but I eventually fixed it. I had to do some updates, Then we moved to the next step. I installed it, but I was getting another issue. So we can see I could not get the taskbar. The Windows, the taskbar which we have, the same way we have something like that in that one. It only works when I don't replicate to my Elgato. The moment I replicate, that goes away. So, but I fixed it. I think Harish or someone, Manish, I think it was Jamin who helped me that, hey, you need to fix a panel. So it was a customizing thing. It's not really a bug or something. Eventually I fixed it. And I took a break. Yeah, that was fixed. So, and then the other issue I got few issues off the stream. So let me show you those. So the other issues which I faced are posted on my Twitter. These are the ones. So the moment I replicate my Elgato, the start button works fine if I don't replicate. The moment I replicate, the start button won't work. But that's not really a huge issue because I can just use other shortcuts to open the folders or access I want. Then comes the other issue, Olama. And even between these, I was changing my entire code so that I can make it work with Linux. Basically, Playwright doesn't have a Linux support. The other packages, some of them in Go, are not really Windows or Windows things, so I had changed them all. wrote a few bunch of code, obviously using AI anyways. So then Olama didn't work. It worked, but it was using CPU, so I had to install NVIDIA things, and this happened. The classic black screen. The classic black screen we get. It's been there for generations. Sometimes the taskbar can crash. It's fine, the taskbar. There were other issues as well. I mean, the mouse didn't work in either of the operating systems, in Fedora as well as in Ubuntu. This thing doesn't work. It's a Bluetooth mouse, doesn't work. And then this keyboard, the problem I currently have with both Ubuntu and Fedora is the moment I switch back and then come back, Fedora wouldn't recognize it. I have to reconnect it. But in Ubuntu, it works fine. We can see the start button is working. At least you can see in the animation, like in the corner. Now I moved to my streaming PC. I can see the start button in my streaming PC. I came back to my gaming PC, or you can say Ubuntu. This thing works, but Fedora didn't work. I had to open Ubuntu again, so that's why I had a backup keyboard, wired one, working. So there are issues, man. But I still didn't give up. I went ahead until I got this black screen. That was done. I moved to Ubuntu. So Bluetooth issues, there was fixed, obviously. Yeah, looks more like driver issues. I tried. I didn't give up. I tried refreshing the drivers. I have installed the previous one, just so that at least I can copy my code. That didn't. It took a lot of time. My Wi-Fi card also doesn't work on my Ubuntu. What Elgato do you have, or are these things are like some are drivers that might work on them with the Ubuntu as well, but just a bit more work to install? We'll have to see, man. It's an old version. I think it's HD60 or HD60 plus or something. External capture cards. So yeah, in Ubuntu, the issues now is. Oh, I think the Rufus is ready. So I will just begin the installation. We don't have to wait for anything. Okay, cool. Okay, now we are I will directly boot in from pen drive the Kubuntu. We'll see how it goes. I'll show my screen if in case something shows up. God doesn't want you to move to Linux. Looks like it, man. I'm trying to press all the buttons, F2, F12. Booting into Ubuntu again. Maybe it couldn't recognize drive. Yeah, if they're not really supported. But how did KDE work? See, I'm not pulling the footage from my Elgato to my Linux. I just want that to read it. That's it. So yeah, I'm booting from my pen drive. Eventually, you guys must be able to see it. Try or install Kubuntu. I'm doing try for now. Read my previous comment about taskbar. I gave you a command line that will help it refresh. Oh, that's fine. What do you say? I got it fixed. Even in the last stream, I think it was JMeme who told me that in KDE we have to come up with like a default panel, which I fixed it. It worked fine. So I'm booting into Elgato. I don't know why you guys are not unable to see it. Maybe let me check if that. Why not? So you see, this works. Elgato works. We can see at least it's full screen now. At least it's full screen. So let me try Kubuntu. I really like how the KDE looks. I don't specifically mean the problem. I'm saying that if you run into problems like in the future. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, see, I'm getting a full screen. Why don't Ubuntu have this? It's definitely something else. It's KDE, not the Fedora or Ubuntu. Do you agree? Do you agree, Hunter? Even when I was just trying the Ubuntu, it was not giving this full screen like this 16:9 aspect ratio. I'm pressing skip now just to see if replication works. Display configuration. What's the problem? If you go back to my stream, you can see I was not getting the 16:9 in my stream. So now you can see it's recognizing Elgato LLC or something like this. You can see Elgato. This was not working in Ubuntu. It was not showing me this. So let's try replication. Let's try if it's being replicating. Elgato will be replicating my primary display. It's basically the same UI. Keep. How do you guys see now? Works fine, isn't it? Yeah, refresh it also there. This also there. Apply. Right, this is what I wanted. So I know Olama definitely works because it works in Ubuntu. There is no way that would not work. What else? And the code, obviously, it's Debian. I can make work with it. Code, I don't have any problem. I can make the code work. Now let's see if the audio works. Oh, I don't have the Bluetooth set up. Do I have Bluetooth here? Just to see. Yep, this is my keyboard. So there is a reason why I always have like a feeling that Debian based operating systems are for me. But KDE, man, it looks beautiful. I like how it looks. So YouTube, oh yeah, keyboard works. My Bluetooth keyboard definitely works. Let's see if this mouse works. It's a bit crucial for me. If it works, then it's fixed. Kubuntu is the one. Okay, let's see Bluetooth. Or maybe it cannot connect multiple devices. Oh, this is the mouse. Even if it didn't, it's fine. Looks like it did. Yay! This thing works. This thing works. This thing works, dude. See? This didn't work in Ubuntu. This didn't work in Fedora. How is that even possible? Okay, let me open the chat. It's way too small for me to look in that small screen. See, a stupid mouse being worked is giving me happiness. For some reason, I don't like to listen to my own audio. Debian is famous for being like really stable, aka just working and not breaking often. You know, you got me there. I don't know why it's working now. Hey Jagdeep, welcome back. See, it was ultimately my choice. In the previous stream, I was the first one who downloaded Kubuntu. But people were like, hey dude, Omarki, we went into Fedora. And then I bounced back. Again, there are still a lot of work to be done. We are not yet sure if Olama works fine or not. But let's see audio. Yeah, YouTube. I'm being here for like 30 minutes. You didn't shout out. Wait, where were you? You just joined. You just say yo man. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Jagdeep. I was just happy that this mouse works. It's an ergonomic mouse, really comfortable. I really was expecting this to work, but now yeah. See, there are still few things. Olama is obviously needed. Audio is really crucial. Linux community suffers from the problems like, oh, new shiny things. So when you want something that works, the whole community is saying to take a look at this new thing. It can be quite annoying. It was. I missed you, Hunter. I hope you were there in the last stream. I hope you were there. So in the last stream, what happened was, as I couldn't prove them that, hey, these things would not work for me, I was also having a feeling that maybe it works now. Last time I tried was like 2021, 2022, the same issues. So I was, maybe now things work. Maybe now things are better. They were like, hey, KD 42 is good, which is good. It worked. So basically Elgato, these are all working. It's not really Debian, it's the KD thing. I guess we both learned something. KDE and Genome are not just the wallpapers on the wall, it's something. Or maybe the nail which you hit goes through the wallpaper. Maybe it's needed. I still don't feel like it's 165 heads for some reason. The mouse feels 165 Hz, but this one, yeah, when I move slowly, it does feel 165, but when I move fast, but those are like nitpicking. I don't care about those. So what else? Here, apply. Man, it's running on a pen drive and it looks beautiful. Probably it's loaded directly into my RAM or something. Is that what how it runs? Okay, let's check the audio. So these testings I have already done while installing Ubuntu as well. Maybe they got reverted. Let me change it back. I keep, yeah. So in while I was testing Ubuntu, the Elgato obviously didn't work. I thought maybe it works when I fully installed, but that didn't work. Wallpaper is yeah. Wallpaper is oversimplifying for an analogy for sure. It's more like an interface and the physical buttons on the device connected to the circuit board. Man, this mouse works. You know how happy I am by just this mouse works, because I only use this one mouse for all my machines. For streaming, this one button, like streaming, gaming, and my work as well. They all work fine. Okay, I'm glad that I'm eventually coming out of Windows. See, it's not that I didn't try. I did try to fix things. I was optimistic. Eventually, it's happy. Let's see. Okay, looks like I have covered all the messages. Did I miss anyone's? So that they don't feel bad. Amritpal was saying bye or like bye. Okay, let's check the sound. I don't know. I know. Big people wouldn't really care if they're having issues. So digital output, devices, digital. What is this one? Obviously, audio is a big thing. We cannot just expect that to work out of the box. Profile. Which one should I pick? So I need like an audio interface or mixer thing, which I don't really want to buy. That's an expensive one. I was thinking maybe a software solution, but I have to search for it. Voice meter alternate for Kubuntu. It's 4 years ago, so that means it might be better now. But it's a Python package. Yeah, still active development, I guess. Yeah, fine. Yeah, it's a Python package. Hey. Where's the chat window? Yeah, this was one other problem I had with KDE. For some reason, I mean, these are again UI. I'm not complaining. It's just I wish it worked this way. Maybe I can optimize. Maybe you guys can help. When I do this Alt tab, I want my previous tabs to stay there so that I know which one. Maybe this is better. I'll get used to it. Funny, finally it works. Hooray! Yeah, there's usually help from forum sites like big distros. Whenever I run into a problem I can't fix myself, I ask the forum. That was what I'm expecting from Ubuntu as well. The reason why I picked that was it's largely used, it's a big one. Maybe I can get easy solutions from there. But obviously everyone knows Elgato doesn't work. They're like, Elgato, that doesn't work. And they don't really feel like trying to fix it. They were like, it's the Elgato problem. But I strongly believe that's not really a Elgato problem. Unknown 1035. What happened? What's the problem? Oh, welcome to the stream. You seem new. There are a few of new people who joined today. I'm really sad that my bot is not up so that I can use my voice command or like Relangi Mama welcome point. So what's the problem? It's long story short, Windows betrayed me. I moved to Fedora, that betrayed me. I moved to Ubuntu, that betrayed me. I just booted up a Kubuntu or Kubuntu, whatever you call it. Things are working fine so far, so I am about to press install button. Yeah. 24. So it's the KDE. So I have to stick with KDE and Debian based. So that's because it's working. I don't even want to try Arc now, especially the text based editor. I hope you guys understand what I'm looking for now. Not looking for I'm looking for something else. Full installation. All applications in the normal installation and extra third parties like listed below. Oh, what are all these? Virtual manager? I don't think I need all those. Download and install updates following installation. Let's see. Needed or not, I don't know. Replace. This will delete the current data. Presently hold manual. Swap to replace. So this is the one I want to install. You can create or resize. This will delete all the data and okay. What is the swap thing? Man, even while using a pen drive, you can see what I'm doing. That isn't it exciting? Yeah, that's really good. I'll have my chat window open in this way. This is totally reasonable and probably for the best. Yep. So which one should I use? It is for Hibernate and if it is for Hibernate, you need to swap. I don't know. I don't want to Hibernate. I just want to replace the entire Ubuntu, stuff like that. So maybe I go manual and just press next. If you have a low RAM, then do swap. If you have high RAM, don't worry about it much. So erase and no swap. Current after. Yes. Oh, now I understand. So current is this one, and after it's EFI system and Kubuntu. So what happens if I do swap? I don't see a big difference actually. I didn't know about all these things honestly. Replace a partition. What does this do? NVMe. I didn't really go much. You can create and resize yourself. Just don't do anything. Just select something. It is. This will erase all the current data and yeah, no swap. I think no swap should be fine. Having swap will use some disk space, which is fine. I have like 2 TB. I don't mind. But if you see here in EVS, it's not using. It's just using 32 megabytes or something. But if I say no swap, there is no difference. I mean, I don't know what should I look for the current, because maybe I can move the chat overlay in a different place. I'll move the chat overlay a bit so that you guys can see right here. That makes sense, I guess. So over here, install alongside. It is for, I'm not really doing it. Okay, replacing a partition is like replacing a partition you already have on your drive with Linux. Erase it or okay. Swap is better. How is customize partitions? I just don't want to create your issues. Performance would be, I don't think it would be that much. 32 gigs of RAM should be enough, right? If I have a thing which uses all my RAM, swap in file will create a file so that the partition do not change. Oh, no swap. Honestly, swap is better. The only thing I'm concerning about here is if it's trying to take more space in the EFI system. That makes sense, but it's not really doing any difference. It's the same. 300 megabytes. 300 megabytes. So yeah, just tell me which one to pick. I'll give you 1 minute. No swap or swap. I have no clue. Let me see. Let me do my research. Maybe Ubuntu installation erase disk, swap or no swap. That's the one. That's a question I would like to ask. Hey, there are a lot many installation disk, swap or no swap. When you install Ubuntu, you can choose to swap file or no swap at all. And okay, option to automatically handle swap. For most users, a swap file provides a good balance of performance and flexibility, while not having any swap is an option if you have a large amount of RAM and will not use hibernation. The option will automatically erase the selected disk and install Ubuntu, which okay, installing without swap. You can choose to install without a swap space if you have a lot of RAM and do not plan to use hibernation. This option is you can select the installer and you can remove the swap. Without swap, the system may crash if it runs out of memory, as it won't have a place to store the less used data. Install recommended for most users. Okay, then yeah, we go with that. I would prefer, yeah, looks like we are all on the same page. That looks fine. You take this space when you have a lot of RAM. Yep. Super chill stream, bro. Heading out for a day. Do you normally stream Sundays and every day? Yeah, so on Monday to Friday, I'm currently in a different time zone. So I stream at mornings for you, but weekends like Saturday, Sunday, I'll be streaming in this time zone. So make sure you subscribe if you like. Till then, thank you. I have a lot of other cool stuff I would like to show you, but my bot is not working. So, dog bless Amri. Nah, what a name, dude. Welcome back. Welcome to the stream. Not welcome back. Welcome to the stream. Hibernation moves all your running program. Yep. And stores them in a hard drive. So when you boot up, all your applications are there. Linux uses swap space for this. So no swap is no hibernation. Then hibernation is good. Yeah, swap next install. Yes. Go ahead. Is it installing? Yes. I like this stream. I was actually feeling, a bit low, maybe thinking that I have to give up and go back to Windows. Trust me, I don't want to do that as well, but it's just that it works in Windows. Things just work. Welcome to the stream, dog bless. So new people, I wish to showcase my board and my commands and my point system for you guys. So normally I have a site where each user can see what its progression. Oh, wrong button, YouTube. So yeah, something like this. But as you guys are completely new, Dog Blaze America and New Chan, I think you are new too. Unknown LOL Hunter. I don't know if you're an old or a new viewer. Yeah. So I can't really have you in my database for now. So maybe one you guys could subscribe and join one day so that I can have you in my database. All done? Oh, that's good. Okay, that's fast. 1, 2, 3. It's booting Kubuntu. You guys can actually see the boot as well. Like I did remove it. Thanks, Grizzly Panda. Oh, something happened. Maybe he subscribed. Oh, what is this? Happen again. Probably the drivers. Should I reinstall it again? Oh, it worked fine. Maybe I see the mouse. Oh, that was scary. It was really scary. So let me see the chat. I can't really see it. It's too tiny. So which I'll be just. Oh, I lost my Bluetooth because I installed Bluetooth. Let me add my Bluetooth device first. That's kind of critical. Bluetooth is added. In the meantime, let me do the disk displays Elgato. I want it to be replicated now of this one. Move this here. Press apply. Can you guys see the replication? Yep, looks fine. Keep. Can you do this, please? Oof, when I saw those bars, I was afraid. So let me open the chat. I can't really see the chat until this is open. Fresh installation. Give me a minute. Okay, so yeah, don't need this. I will open pop chat. Pop chat, whatever it is. Okay, let me see which command would move out. Okay, where was I read this. Okay, something about Elgato is the Elgato, the company behind it, is very Linux unfriendly. No open source stuff. Linux community has made open source interfaces for it to work, but yeah, I understand it. I admire people who are trying to make these things work. I truly admire it. But it's really tough to know which one would this work for. No, I don't want. I was not suggesting you a mod, Hunter. So this is what the website is about. Maybe I conveyed it wrong. So I have a database of all my users. So if you go to YouTube, let's say we picked this person. So this person has joined my stream on January 10th. That was the first time he joined my stream. And this was the last comment he made. Back in the day, I was not recording the first comment, and this was the last time he joined my stream. This was the first stream he joined. This was the last stream I saw him like live. In the same way, we can see Jagdeep. Jagdeep has joined January 18th. He was seen last time on 20th. And we can actually see, I'm actually tracking what are the commands they are actually triggering as well. So he loves to trigger Spider-Man command a lot more time. So we got Siddhant. So here it is. So that's the thing. So we assigned this entire system is on my own code. So I'm a developer too. So this is in the wrong placement. Okay. So something like that. So yeah, so I just wanted you guys to also be in the database so that I can, have you in the database when you come back eventually sometime later. You'll be greeted. Thank you, Newchan, for the sub. Woo, what's your name? What is even this name? Woomo? Welcome to the stream. What's good? What destroyed Kubuntu? Just install. I need to make a lot of things. I got Catchy OS up and running a couple of days ago. I'm impressed with its replacement with Windows for gaming. Oh, nobody important. Welcome to the stream. There are a bunch of new people and I can't have them in my database. Varan Dinesh. I'm going to call you Veera Dinesh. Oh, it's Veera Dinesh. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Time to app update. Everything should fix the GPU drivers. Yep, looks like it. Once you do RF in the database. Yeah, I remember that. RF. I remember it. This is Kubuntu being installed. I'm still here. Sorry if I misheard, but I had to turn off all the way down for a few moments. Check mine. Haha, it's true. Oh, there you see. You guys can also check yourself, though my bot would actually do that. So Hunter, I would really request you to come by sometime. If you don't want to, don't subscribe. It's fine, but just come back so that I can show you off all my works I did. Kubuntu is nice. Kubuntu is nice. I used Rised Arc, by the way. Rised Arc? What are all these flavors? So I'm glad currently everything is working fine. Elgato is working. I'm sure Olama would also work, but before that, hey, this terminal is also working. This start Windows. This was not working in Fedora. This works fine in Fedora as well. This didn't work in Fedora, but it works fine. Great. Kubuntu all the way. Nah, I'm sure you do a good stuff, man. I'm just a passerby who knows too much though. Oh, glad you were on my stream. It was nice talking to you. It's a customized Arc Linux. Nice, nice. I don't do Arc stuff. It's not for me. I like the name console. So Olama. Oh, I need to do a lot of installation. Okay, sudo apt install. Oh, what was sudo apt update? I've kind of forgot these update and upgrade. I think that's the one. What is the which order comes first? Oh, what are all these? Maybe the drivers. Okay, it's a good feeling that I'm finally into Linux. Ubuntu. Pricing is just a customizing Linux key. Okay, maybe it's not my thing. Then that's fine. I'm just making a copy of these. Man, this is much faster than Ubuntu. This is much faster. I lost all my code which I made changes to, so I'm going to do that part now. In the meantime, let me install all these. Pricing is a customizing Linux. It's in its entirely. It's not purely limited to Arc. If you want a fun terminal, try SL, and then once it's installed, try SL into terminal. You can remove it like if you like after if it's cute. Okay, it's safe. I promise. I trust you. So what is an SI SL? Is it SL terminal? Steam locomotive. How does it? What the hell is this thing? Oh, this is the terminal animation. So what is the use of it? Yeah, Manish, Rocks. Yeah. Thanks for the Rocks, welcome to the stream. You seem new. Veera Dinesh, I'm not sure if you're still here. Wumo. Just a fun animation. Okay. Were you a contributor into this or what? I there are a lot of stuff I need to know. What is this yum? I know DNF, that's for Fedora. To improve performance, remove the French language pack. I don't have French language pack, but I don't know. Welcome to KDE, yeah. Okay. Powerful when you need it. Okay. Manage softwares. Okay. Fair anonymous usage from application version. Qt version info. Okay. Application version usage time. Launch counts. Screen parameters, panel count, OpenGL information, location. Why do I want that one? Location, source name, screen parameters. Did I do this? I mean, don't do that. I mean, would it help them to make more things like better for others? I mean, Windows is also taking the data anyways. But I'm just thinking, what are the personal information they might get? If it helps, it nukes your PC. If it helps, no, it doesn't mean to telemetry. Okay. Oh yeah, next, and then what? Welcome to Kubuntu, friendly computing. Ding 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 ding. Get involved. KD is not a big company. It's an international voluntary community, and it's a software that made. Okay, I'm not that great to. Okay. So looks like everything's done. Like RM equals to remove, RF equals to recursive. Oh, I do. You're talking about that one, Wumo. I know RF. I have a good taste of it. Manish knows about it. Sajid, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it looks your PC. Yep. It's just the data mining. Oh, then I'm not going to share it then. Nobody important. Welcome to the stream. Well, welcome to Linux. This is not the first time I'm trying Linux. I know you guys are new. I have a Raspberry Pi. I have used WSL. I have used PopOS. I have used Ubuntu before. As I started streaming and like I game too, so I had to stick with Windows. If there is a problem, they can report directly to their GitHub repo. No need to share anything inside the desktop. Just don't trust the gatekeepers. Got it. Okay, I have made my update. Oh, I need a lot of other softwares. Is there any other? So in Windows, we have like this tool. Does anyone know a replicated or a similar tool like this in Linux? We can just install the applications directly using this command. Maybe I can ask ChatGPT. Command to refresh desktop or taskbar. No hashup. Oh, I don't know if there is a thing called notepad in this one. Sticky notes. Sticky notes. Okay, looks like they have it. So what does it do? It refreshes the terminal. Put it in just so that you have it. Yep, I'll have it here. Oh, he deleted the entire. He deleted the entire database once, but backed up. Same. Yep, that's. Get a tile manager, my guy. All these windows are killing my eyes. I never really tried tile manager. Once I adapt all these things, then I'll definitely going to try. Oh, welcome to the stream. So the RMRF Manish is talking about is I was using two terminals. One is my dev and one is my prod. So I accidentally didn't really recognize that I'm in my prod directory and I have removed the entire. Oh, lol hunters, stay here. So Harshid Reddy is the person who suggested me Fedora, and he just left. After the moment I installed, he left. Even he didn't really see the cursor issue, he didn't really see the taskbar issue, he didn't really see the Elgato work, but the other things he wasn't there. Then the black screen happened, Olama didn't work, then we moved into Ubuntu. Elgato wasn't working, the replication wasn't working, audio wasn't working. Then I'm finally in Kubuntu. Most of things are working fine now. So Arshid, my first selection was Kubuntu. You actually motivated me and made me install Fedora. Sorry to say, but that didn't work. If Kubuntu was also not working, I would have moved to something else. I think I have the ISO file of Omarki, but that's different. Yeah, feeling sorry for you, but that's the thing, it didn't work. So I have done app. What is this app? Should I just restart so that everything works fine one more time? I was so scared when I got those GPU bar. Even you guys can see this. Restart. Let's see how it. Yep, it's still here. That's so scary, man. I honestly thought Fedora was Arc. Fedora depends on Arc. That's why if I knew that it's a complete separate thing, I wouldn't even try it. Because it's not possible for a company to maintain like a niche use case for like streaming and stuff like those. Why is it still here? Oh, I have no idea what that is. But every time I get those, man, I'm so scared of those. Okay, looks like it's still working. Okay. Should I ignore those? You can still switch to Arc. I think this is fine. Debian is fine for me. But does anyone know why was I getting that? There was some weird errors. Dark theme all the way. Where's the display management? Hey, this one is new. I always had to pair my Bluetooth keyboard, but even after restart, it works fine. That's good. That's good. this stays here, apply. Where's the keep thing? Yep, stay here and increase the refresh rate all the way, apply, keep. Yeah, where are we now? What all screen save? I didn't do anything. Not text boss, I was open terminal. Why are you guys seeing a different wallpaper? I'm not seeing that. Maybe there's a bug. I'm not seeing that. How can I show it to you? So maybe I'll show my face and take a picture of it. So a weird case we can see here. So this one is my streaming PC and we can see there is a different wallpaper here, but I have a whitish wallpaper here. So I don't know, something is fishy. I mean, it worked fine. Just I'll not do a replication. Maybe that will help. Yeah, it's a Pixel 8. Pixel 8. Oh, I'm sure the Elgato didn't work, man. Why is that the case though? It worked fine before. Yeah, looks like it says Elgato system, but I don't see it here. Where did it go? Oh, it's right here. It's right here, right? Okay. So yeah, I see my mouse now. But the wallpaper is completely different. Will that cause any issues? Okay. So I don't know how to show you guys the wallpaper I have, but let's see, replicate this one. Apply. So this was the wallpaper I had. I don't know why you are seeing that mountain, but that looks like a good wallpaper. How can I change it? I like this one for some reason. Dark. So this wallpaper, I have a different wallpaper in different screen. But I like the one which you guys are saying. I don't know where to get it from. But when I did a replication, didn't it show the same screen? Now it shows fine. Yeah, this I liked it. But we can see the wallpaper is different now. This is not what I have. Something is broken for sure. But we'll see as long as this thing is working fine. But so you guys are seeing a border, but I don't see that in my screen. In my screen, the entire wallpaper is Kubuntu. But again, these are UI issues. I don't really care much about UI issues. We can see there is one more UI issue. We can see the border is not yet completely matched. There is a gap. Okay, let's see if I might have missed install Graphene OS. I feel like the stakes are high with the phone OS replacing. Oh, I'm not even trying it. Do you use a physical location? Do you use physical location for screens? Physical location, I didn't understand it. You can change the wallpaper on one screen and the other one will be unaffected. Treat it as a separate thing, so they both change. Maybe that messed up some things. But why would there be a gap like this one? Those are like small UI issues, but the thing is, these kind of things are like a red flags for me where I think like something else is going on. Maybe I shouldn't have updated. Everything looks good. I don't know. You guys see the problem now? But my mouse is working fine, so I don't, no complaints so far. Let's see. Let's see if Olama, that's really important for me. Let's see if it works. These are all like weird issues. Not many would face it. sudo apt install curl. Yep, googling. Yep, that's true. Oh, I mean, yeah, it's a bit up. So if you want to rearrange, so yeah, these two monitors are perfectly side by side. So now the wallpaper is different, but let's see. I still have this issue, but it's just a browser thing. Maybe reinstalling it would fix it. So Elgato should be a replica of this one. Plus apply. Maybe it's the refresh rate. Maybe it's the refresh rate. Is it unable to cap with the 165 heads? Who knows? That's fine. This is a bit wonky, but I'll keep it aside. It wouldn't be refresh rate. In most cases, yes. What is happening? It didn't took this long in Ubuntu. It was doing it fast. I can forget these small UI issues. I don't really care much about them generally. A lot of work to be done. I need to connect my network path. I need to mount it so that I can directly use it. Reboot to complete NVIDIA Cuba driver installation. Maybe this would work. Maybe this would fix it. So I will just do a reboot. Can you open up system for me? I want to check something. Oh, I would do it right after the reboot. Why did you choose Kubuntu? Pop! OS didn't work. Ubuntu didn't work. Fedora KDE didn't work. So Ubuntu was my last option. See, Kubuntu is so buggy. Go back to Fedora. In Kubuntu, at least things work. Yeah, Fedora was buggy too, man. CUDA driver equals to display driver. Probably. It just installed it, so let's see. Did you guys see the white? I don't think I saw that. Did you guys see that white things which I faced previously? There's one problem now. I can only see one display. I do not see all the other displays. I can only see one display now, that is none. Okay, I'll do a full-fledged. Well, let's see if the Olama is actually working. Olama full gamma 3 4B. So I know you guys are unable to see anything, but I can actually see only one screen. For some reason it doesn't recognize my other monitors. It only shows one monitor. Display configuration, it says just one monitor. Something is screwed. If Olama works, I'm going to refresh and check if it's running on GPU. Where is... oh, this one looks good. Beautiful. Okay, Olama installed. Olama run gamma 3 4B. Okay, I'm checking if it's running on GPU or not. Give me code for node.js where we copy a file from one drive to other. It is using my CPU. Yeah, it's painfully slow. It's using my CPU. What did I do wrong? It was working fine in the test. Yeah, something messed up with the installation of Olam, I guess. Yeah, Firefox is still wonky, so it's another story. Maybe should I install code depending on which I don't know if you guys can see, but Linux, this one, Debian. What should I pick? How can I know which Debian version I'm using? Doing a reboot. You guys won't be able to see anything, so I'm just doing a reboot. It worked fine when I installed for the first time. What happened? It's still not recognizing all the other monitors. And these NVIDIA drivers are painful. You guys saw something? I didn't see that in my screen, but it's in the streaming screen. Basically, in Elgato, that's what I saw. When you Google Kubuntu, it should say, oh, Kubuntu version based on form or something. I have no clue. Maybe I'll try installing NVIDIA drivers myself. If I bricked it, that's it. Back to Windows. Kubuntu, NVIDIA, this Kubuntu only shows one. I'm watching from my new Catchy OS install. This is something I have to do. Set up the OS for LLM diffusion. I would also use LLMs. How can I update the graphic drivers? Ubuntu installing NVIDIA drivers. Let's see. Yeah, drivers were messed up, so I'm just installing something else. There is this Launchpad proprietary GPU drivers so that I can just install my stuff. All packages are updated. NVIDIA drivers install. I think I'm going to break this again. Yeah, well, hey, JBeam, welcome back, bro. So Fedora gave up on me. Tried Ubuntu, that gave up on me. Came to Kubuntu, I had a lot of hope. Because you can see something flashed up. So Ubuntu Olama worked fine, but Elgato and other things didn't. So, but in Kubuntu, everything worked fine. Just few minutes back, I installed Olama that messed up something with drivers, and I can only see one desktop. And Elgato and my other monitors are like blank. And you can see that flashing thing. Sometimes it's happening. Not sure why it's the case. Honestly speaking, I will keep my pen drive ready for Windows if something goes wrong. Errors were encountered while processing. Okay. Installation aborted. No, not sure what happened. How can I revert? Weirdly enough, you may have a better luck if you want to warrant recording it. But I got to use it for streaming. That's the requirement I have. Yeah, it's something has to do with Nvidia. It bricked. I cannot move my mouse anymore. It's gone. Restarting. Where's my pen drive? I'll just have my Windows ready. It's booting. Have you tried Arch Linux? If these things didn't work, I don't think it would work. It's booting, but previously I saw the boot in all the other monitors, but now I'm only seeing in one. Hey, now seems like something is working. Hey, yeah. I can see the stupid Elgato. Oh, this is the same problem I had in Windows. In the Ubuntu, you can see the aspect ratio is back. What's happening? I think there might be a bug in the new KDE or something. When I installed it, it came with an older version of KDE. Where's the stupid display setting? Trust me, guys, I don't want to go to Windows, but display. At least some displays are back. Yeah, it says unknown now. AB, welcome to the stream. So it's basically the same as Ubuntu. So something happened when I updated it. Things were working fine before. It's basically the same thing. So Ubuntu was also Olama worked, but let's see if Olama works in this one. It's taking this long. That means it's running on a CPU or something. Not gonna lie, it's easier to troubleshoot drivers in Arc. Might be worse. But the switch, I don't. You change the OS, yeah, 3-4 times. That's what you get from CPU processing. It's supposed to be running on GPU, but look at it. This is the easiest prompt it could reply, and it's not using the CPU. It's using GPU. Hey, maybe it's using GPU now. Can you? It's using GPU. I can see the GPU winding up. So something had to be. Something is missing with Olama and stuff installation. I maybe let me open the chat in my in the window so that I can see. Okay, that thing fixed. I mean, if it's this broken for every update, I don't think it's reliable for using this. What was the command you wanted me to try? Pop out chat. Hey, where did it go? Hello? Oh yeah, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here. Okay, there is another bug now. I don't see the... So it doesn't have a control bar over the window, so I can't really move it or I can't really close it, so I'm quitting it and opening like just a chat window again. One second, I'm opening the chat so that I can see. I can copy paste that terminal command you just gave me. Oh, you're saying to... What was it? What was it? What was it? Type in LSC VGA display. It will show me the GPU drivers you're currently having. Okay, sure. Okay, so opening a terminal. There you go. You are using proprietary. Just tell me what should I install then. I can uninstall Olama if that thing fixes it back. Don't worry, it's good. Okay. I'm closing the terminal just so that I don't execute that command. Yeah, that's the thing. They are the correct drivers. Yep. So this was the same problem I got from Ubuntu. So in the first boot, obviously this was the default from Ubuntu, but in Kubuntu it would work fine. So maybe something happened after I updated it. The moment I updated it to, let's say, sudo update or upgrade, whatever I did, change something. Maybe there was a bug inside it. But these kind of issues, I don't think people will report too often, and those will never get fixed. At least priority. So I have to downgrade it. But how can I downgrade now? Any better ideas? It's basically Ubuntu and Ubuntu are like exactly. There was a day there is a way to downgrade stuff, but it's harder to figure out what package you need to downgrade specifically. I have never done it. I don't think I would be able to do it then. Not feasible for me. Anything I'm supposed to do? Even like a fresh installation, it's not worth it. I mean, it would be the same. I have to do sudo. Maybe it was a wrong move to do sudo apt update. I've stayed back, but how would I know that? Eventually, I have to do it someday. Let me try uninstalling Olama or something. Maybe that brings back stuff. I don't think that would work. I think if you can't get it working even with Elgato unplugged, then you're cooked. But I can't rule out the fact that the streaming is interfering. The HDMI 0 is the middle is the clue. Yeah, I don't know if it's still running, but I can. Normally we can confirm Olama run Gamma 3. No, it's not running. If it takes this long, it's checking. See, it's running. It's using the GPU. It's fast. So I'm using the right drivers. I need Olama. There is no other way around. I need streaming, I need Elgato, I need Olama. These are the crucial requirements for me. So either one of them would work. So Elgato would work, but Olama obviously needs some updated drivers. The moment I update, Elgato and other display things are not working. My best guess, Elgato plugged in has a tricked Linux into making a fake display. When rebooting, it causes the whole weird aspect thing. Your drivers are fully updated, don't worry. Yep. There's nothing, I don't think I can find a solution for this. This is a very niche issue, not a mainstream issue. So I did something, I did install. What did I do? All I did is sudo apt update. And then these were the exact same issues I had 3 to 4 years ago. Trust me, I really want to move to Linux. I don't think it's feasible for me at this point. Maybe I have to change my hardware to not use Elgato or use something else. Which I wanted, which I tried as well. So you see this? I wanted to try OBS India. If I wanted, because you can just wipe and start again, you could just go through the whole thing with ChatGPT over and until it works. I don't want to spend that much efforts, man. Yeah, Kubuntu has worked the best so far, yeah. That's great. I would give a few more years for Linux maybe. If you disable the rogue display, what happens? That's the capture card. If I don't do that, then there won't be any purpose of streaming. Disable the ghost display. So if I disable it, yeah, it works fine. But I want that to be displayed, isn't it? So what happens? Disable, this is the one. Just hit apply. So yeah, it basically works fine. No issues. Olama works fine. These things work fine. But the moment I need the other display, isn't it? But where is it? Oh, it's completely gone now. I cannot re-enable it back. Device, yeah, it's here. You never knew, might be wrong version. Always best to reinstall. I don't want to try reinstall again. It's something very niche. It's something very a small wire which causes issues just for me. Even if it could install 1080p, that would have been fine. But it's only like this stupid resolution. Not even proper. It's like 720p now. See, too bad. Now the entire display is gone. I don't think that resolution is supported by Elgato, so that's why it's not working. You know what I'm doing parallelly? I'm downloading Windows ISO. I'm not happy about it, trust me. Even though I'm laughing, I'm not happy about it, but that looks like that's the only way. Elgato is not recording your actual monitor, but it's like a fake made up one. So you can try something like unplugging it. I tried it a ton of times yesterday with the Ubuntu. Trust me, I did a bunch of restarts. I have used a different HDMI port. It's just something happens when I update and install Olama. So Fedora had a Fedora KDE. Olama didn't work, so that's why the Elgato worked. Then I switched to Ubuntu. Olama worked, but again the same problem. The Elgato setup didn't work. KDE, sorry, the Kubuntu, whatever you call it. So it worked. Both actually worked in my first restart. So let's say I installed, cool. I restarted it. Elgato was working fine. There were other issues in Fedora KDE, which I didn't really mention, but like the start button was not working, Bluetooth was not working. But here things have worked fine, so I had a hope, and I installed Olama. I think that's the switch. It does something, installs some drivers which it needs, and it's gone. So I don't think Linux would fix this. I don't think Kubuntu would fix this. I don't think Elgato would fix this, and I don't think Olama would also fix this. So this issue would stay until I change my hardware to not use Elgato. Let me try OBS NDI if that works. I have an idea that could work. If Olama is breaking your Elgato, try installing it through Snap. There is no Snap version. How can I install this? How can I install this? There's no install button. I was hoping maybe I can try. I don't know if I have that installed, so let me download this one. Where is the chat window? I had it open. Oh, let me open. I have another version of it. Okay. It didn't send the link. Uninstall Olama before you install this one though. Okay. I installed Olama using that curl command. I don't know how to uninstall it. Sudo apt uninstall, or I think it's remove Olama. No, how can I install it? Should I try this maybe? I mean, I have the perfect. This was the one it installed, I guess. So which one should I pick from here? Debian. Should I do all these? Am I supposed to do all these? I can try it. Based on Ubuntu. How can I? Kubuntu is a plasma. Kubuntu. The link I sent. I can't get the links in the chat. YouTube just removes it. The link I sent. Can you see that? Does the thing? I can't see it. Oh, you cannot see. So you see, this is the chat. Come on. So where YouTube just removes the links by default. So all the links you send, those would not work for me. You know, as it already broken, I would like to install, but I would like to know which version should I pick. Even if I fix this, what is the guarantee that it will not break in the next update? Can you guys see my screen? I know it looks odd, but much better. Snapcraft IO / Olama / Ubuntu. Is that a thing? Oh, okay. How can I install Snap? Thanks for joining. We'll see you again. I will try for today. If I didn't, I could just install Windows. I don't know which one without Snap. Snap pre-install without Snap. Kubuntu. Okay. Okay, this is what I need. Let me install Snap now. Where? Okay. Sudo apt remove Olama. That's the problem. I tried it. It is not working. So let me. I did this, and how can I uninstall? I think that's gone. Okay, it's removed. So I install it like this, something like this. Yeah. Now I'm installing Snapped. Updated 6 years ago. Does it even work? I think it's not even showing a full screen. This Elgato is not even a full screen. I see a lot bigger screen than this. There's a lot more text in the bottom. But I'm using Kubuntu. I tried Snap, but it says unknown command or something like that. What? Oh, error encountered while processing something. One more module. This seems like a problem. So let me. I have no clue what this means. So I'll just paste it here. You're running a dynamic kernel module support installation error related to NVIDIA ting ting ting, which is failing because modules are already installed and the installation refers to override them without explicit instruction. The previous installation wasn't cleaned up properly. You're using both. Maybe that's the issue. Check for conflicting. Oh, what are all these? This output is very useful. Summary of the of your situation. You have a mix of failed, not proprietary, configured, installed. Okay. Your system already has a pre-compiled NVIDIA open kernel via ting ting ting. So there is no need to keep, which is failing because the module already exists. Then what? I don't know anything else then. Suppose you're broken. I'm already close to done. So which one should I go with? I definitely have CUDA drivers as well. Just do one thing for me, man, please. Yeah, sure. I cannot reinstall the pen drive. Currently has Windows on it. I just got it ready because it's almost 2 p.m. I need my PC for tomorrow. Arc with KDE. How would that fix things? I don't think it's an Arc or Debian issue. NVIDIA thing. And Olama, NVIDIA, Elgato, like 3 just messing up something. Follow ChatGPT for anything else. It will break your mind. We can search for anything else then. Let's see what it's trying to say. It says that I have conflicting drivers. You're running into a DKMS installation error related to the NVIDIA open kernel modules, which is failing because the modules are already installed. The installation refuses to override them without explicit instructions. I mean, if it's already there, you're using both and the kernel packages that already bundles these modules. Which one should I do? Isn't if I break it, I can reinstall the drivers, can't I? After installing the ARG, you will regret your life and stop thinking about these small things. Bain, I'm going to explain this to you. Snap is already installed. You're trying to install something that's already there. That's why errors. ChatGPT doesn't know. Okay, so that means I don't have to do anything else. But it's still not working. That's the problem. 3080. This is the where does it even show 3080? It doesn't even show I'm having a 3080. But it's a 3080. I don't know if yeah, right here, right here. Try flat pack. I don't think those are actually the one which has issues. No, it doesn't have. You can do open. Yeah, maybe we can try like removing the proprietary ones and doing the open ones. I don't really need the performance, I just need things to work. Yeah, I tried that way. It's not the Olama works fine, Manish. It's the moment I install it, it's doing something with the drivers that is messing up my Elgato setup. What are you getting the same results for? Nobody important. Did you install Olama? I didn't really did anything. So you see this, I just did this command and that's it. Oh, except GPU type. Okay. Do you have an Elgato too? Because that's a different command. This is the one I do use for almost all the other things. Oh, the snap. Yeah, the snap. I did this one. This one. You can see. I know you can't be able to see it, so let me just make it small. Yeah, right here. This is what I did. Oh, maybe okay. I will try it. But even if this works, I don't think I'm confident enough to continue using this. I mean, you guys are here, so that's why I'm able to do this. But if not, I don't think I will be able to do this. That's why I had my pen drive ready with Windows installed. Just plug it in and it would be working fine. Uh, yeah, it's definitely not the problem with Linux. It's definitely not the problem with Debian. It's not the problem with Olama. It's not the problem with Elgato. I don't know what the problem is. They just don't work. When following guides, ignore those that do not relate to your distribution or desktop. So it looks like it's installed now. Okay. Stupid. Latest updated, that's fine. So I think I installed it, but how can I run it? No such file or directory. Any brilliant ideas? I think for my scenario, it's just a waste of time at this point. it's not feasible for me to stick to this. Also hard to remove. Yeah, that's true. Maybe eventually when I don't use Nvidia that much, I can get back to it. But for now, I think Windows is the only way I have, which is fine. We'll have to deal with the bloat. That's it. Any last things you want to try, Hunter? If not for you, I would have already went to Windows. Not because I want to. It's just that's the only thing which works for me. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not really one thing which is a problem. It's just a mix of these things are not working. Cool. I'm doing a restart. I got myself some lunch so that I can install my Windows and then continue using it. Oh, did it? Oh, I forgot to boot in. Screen is black. There are a lot of other problems, Jagdeep. Good news, Jagdeep. I gave up and moving back to Windows. You can see me smiling, but I'm not really happy about it. That's how it is. I don't know if you guys can see. Why is the same problem which I had from Ubuntu, I'm getting the same problem. So, Olama, Nvidia, Elgato. They're not working together. That's was the path to the user bin, so executable for the user is not. Okay, let me insert the product damn key. Oh, I don't have the keyboard connected. I will open my chat in my phone, guys. Let me just enter my product key. Just checking this key. Let me open the chat now. So it's taking a while to open the chat. Okay, I'm here. So what's happening here? The path. Okay, that's one. Do Pop OS on NVIDIA. Oh, I tried Pop OS. Pop OS has a problem with multiple monitors. So when I open a start in this monitor, it opens in this one. And when there are other side effects, mostly UI stuff. I'm sure they might have fixed it. Did you try Arc? I didn't try Arc. What a shot. If your requirements weren't as niche, I think it would have gone a lot better. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, try CatchyOS or at least read up on it. I gotta get this to do AI. I don't have a capture card. See, something is just won't add up eventually. What are all these partitions? Oh yeah, delete all those. Can I delete them? No. Partition. Delete partition. Delete this one. Cannot refresh. I cannot like remove this. Which one is this one and which one is this one? Okay, I'm just going to use this one. They have changed the entire desktop environment. When did they change it? They went to GNOME instead of something of their own. See, I don't think Pop OS would fix my issue. I seriously don't think so. If Fedora, Ubuntu, Kubuntu, if they couldn't fix it, there is no way Pop OS can fix it. Maybe Arc might have a different option, but Arc has its own issues where I have to deal with, like the configuration thing, etc. It's not for me. Yes, I did have Elgato issues on Fedora. No, maybe I didn't have the issues in Fedora because Olama didn't work in Fedora, so that's why I couldn't get issues in Fedora, I guess. So they moved to Cosmic, something like that. We'll have to see. I know I'm not sharing any screen, but it's installing. I'll try dual booting things to see if it works. The problem is I have to install it. I cannot test it from the pen drive directly, like booting it up and seeing if it works fine, because that's not how it is. Hunter, that could be true. That could be true. The problem is, even if Elgato is fixed, even if Olama is fixed, even if everything is fixed, I still have to deal with Arc thing, which Arc is basically made for people who want to tinker things, who want to go much deep into this. But I'm not that person. I want to install. I want the things to work so that I can work on that things. I want Olama to be installed so that I can tinker the usage of Olama. I don't want to tinker the installing the Olama part itself. That's the reason I primarily fall back to Windows, because that's where I can just say it install and it works. Just for my use case though. If I'm not doing any streaming, if I was just doing programming, I would have installed Mint OS, which was what I've been using in my laptop for like 4 to 5 years now. It has an AMD processor and AMD GPU. Yeah, the updates thing is, in Arc. There are a lot of the probability of me breaking my PC is much higher. Trust me, I've been using the same Windows copy from 2019. From 2019, I had installed Windows in an SSD. I have been using the same SSD until few days back. Just because it was 256 GB when I first bought it, I was running out of storage. Then I installed it into 2 TB. Now I have to deal with Windows things, which is fine. I got experience with it, so no problem. Until they just change entirely all the settings, then yeah, updating brings its own issues, man. Hey, majority of the things would be fixed in an update, but there would be those minor things which they miss that would come and bite me. I wouldn't pick those channels. Even I won't update Windows until I have to. Yeah, there is some problem with it, but I'm sure they will fix it. But honestly, in my opinion, if I'm not using Elgato and stuff like those, I would have stayed with Kubuntu. It's a good looking OS, fine, Debian based. Okay, I got my Windows screen, so let me move ahead. I don't have guts to install a new operating system every once in a while. Thanks for joining the stream, man. I enjoyed it. I started the OS installation on weekends just so I can get back to Windows if I need to. once I install it, I will be playing Battlefield tonight, just to ease off my weekend. Let's stand for a while. It's been a long time I'm sitting. I use Ubuntu server at work for 8 years, no issues. I have based on Ubuntu Debian and Solid. Arc is now new to me, and so yeah, Linux is impressive. I'm not against Linux. It's just for my use case, it won't fit for me. Even Windows is not perfect. The amount of bloat I need to make. Ugh. I think I'm into my Windows, but I'm not sure why the other screens are not working. My daily driver is Windows. Gotta support that. Okay, I got my Windows booted up. For some reason I'm not seeing any kind of displays at all. It couldn't detect any other displays other than, maybe it's doing it now. Let's see. Yeah, one display is up. Main display is up. Hopefully Elgato will also be up. Yep, Elgato is up. So 3 displays are working fine. Now let's get it started. I'll just make a mirrored of all these displays so that you guys can. 1 3 3 should be extended. Pretty quick. Changes take some time. Yeah, done. Now I'm going to just bring continue data. So we'll be using tool called, what is it? Kind of forgot. How does it know? Yeah, because maybe I have used it. PowerShell, run as administrator. All I have to do is just press this, yes, and do this, enter, and I'll just let it install the things I want. Yeah, let's change it to dark mode. First, let's install these. So I need this one, I need this one, I need this one, this one. Communications, Discord, yes. Don't need all these. Development, where is this one? Get, yes. GitHub CLI, yes. Go, I'll handle Go myself. Yes. Visual Studio. Where is Node.js? Node LTS, yes. Python, I have to install a specific Python, so I'll just leave it as it is. Let's install it. I can use virtual environment to handle those changes. The document, I don't care about all this now. Games, EA Desktop and Steam, those are needed. Microsoft Tools, I don't know which one to install in these, so I will skip it. Multimedia, I don't really remember anything which I truly needed other than DaVinci. Looks like it's not there here. OBS, no real need for me for OBS. Where is Zero VPN? You guys are having fun, I guess. Like everything is basically, that's it. I need this one while it's doing it. Where is WinRAR? It's okay, let it install all those things in the time. I'll be back 1 minute. Hey, those unions. Hey, you're not allowed to say those words, Jagdeep. You are a company CEO or owner, I guess. How can you be a Mazdur? We are all Mazdur, not you. Maybe you will. I have no idea, dude. You're much more ahead than me. I had never really built a tool myself. I mean, tool as of a company or a fully, what do you call it? Finished application. You know what I'm, you know what I do? I just build stuff which only works for me. Won't even work in another operating system. I think I should have gone with chocolatey. This thing is really slow. Okay, while that is being doing, I'll do something. If Firefox might have been installed by now. Let me set up Bluetooth. Okay, add Bluetooth device. Chocolatey is slow for some reason. For my install, Chocolatey was the one which worked fine. Chrome is up, Brave is up, Discord is up. Oh no, Firefox is not being installed yet. Did I add my Firefox in the queue or did I not select it? Go ahead and stay up. Yeah, Firefox is there, but it's not being installed yet. I see this every day. Tracking, automate flows, removing FIPVs from machines that run based from just have tools and hides what it's having. And that's true. I never said Windows is better than Linux. Yes, what I'm saying is the setup works for me. Maybe one day, maybe I don't need Elgato. One day I don't need. Maybe Olama would be. I don't know whom to blame with. If not for Elgato, what are the other capture cards would just work out of the box in Linux? None. Even Mac OS has issues. No operating system is perfect. This Firefox must have been installed by now. Yep. Let me open it. Yeah, let me just recommend all these. Why is he on Windows? So because other things didn't work, I gave up. And I'm back on Windows again. Sad we lost. Hey, I still use Linux in Raspberry Pi. So Linux didn't. It's just Elgato, Nvidia, Olama. These things are making some kind of weird changes in my machine. That it's basically the same issues happen. Ubuntu was also doing the same thing. Kubuntu was also doing the same. I don't stream, so I don't feel your pain. I would find a capture card that works with Linux, invest, build a new system, test, and be happy. Well, then we get. Those things are expensive. And GPU, I cannot change it just in a night. 3080 is a good card. I got it in a really good price. One day I will be eventually using Linux, some sort of Linux, probably Debian based. I wouldn't dare to use Arc based because of the configurations and chance of things get like changing. Okay, installations have finished. Is there anything else I'm supposed to install? Clear selections. Let's install this as well. Okay, I got my Firefox ready. Now what? Who is the owner of this? Maybe VS Code works fine. Hi bro, hi Exor, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Let me set the date and time. Doesn't, oh, location is turned off. Yep, that's the perfect time zone I'm in. I'll show it. I'm changing theme to dark. Shouldn't there be a like, why is this thing didn't change yet? This thing changed. Okay, much better. Oh, this is like liquid glass kind of thing. Let it be. Okay, so set up Copilot. What do I have? Like sign in. Harish, wait, you on Discord? Yeah, sorry. Wait, you on Windows? Yes. Kubuntu didn't work as well. In our home area, a guy dress. It was him from CCTV footage. Who is him? That sounds creepy and scary. So you got lucky, I guess. I need to make a lot of logins. Logging into GitHub so that all these things would work fine. Okay, GitHub has been logged in. So far so good. For Tinkers, I'm supposed to do something tweaks. Debloat Brave. Oh, he was just looking around things and looked at the kid. 3 a.m. today. Oh, I remember the classic name. What is it? Just don't you mind share it? I'm so eager to start my code just to see network. I don't know. I need to make a lot of settings. So let's do this. Let's go step by step. What? What's wrong here? Change advanced sharing settings. Mine should be public network settings. Where is the network? Internet, private. That fixes few things. Then inside advanced sharing. No folder sharing. Public. Yes, this should be enough. Moment I refresh. Why is it asking me for a password? I don't know. Where now I remember the classic meme. Where at starting people use Windows now, and in the middle. Oh yeah. I know it. It's a graph meme. So we start with Windows and we like, hey Linux, yeah, stuff, and then we like, yeah, Windows is fine for me. I'm done with that phase. Yeah, it's not exactly true. If I don't have like this weird hardware issues, then I would have stick to Windows. Honestly, what I'm doing in Windows can be done in Linux as well, apart from gaming. I don't know why I cannot access this. We'll see. Okay, what else is missing? Let me see if my program is working fine. I need to set such installation. Where's the bot? Here is the bot. Not go. I don't know if I am supposed to make any changes here. No clue. Yeah, it's worth to run it. See if things are working fine or not. CD bot. CD bot. Oh, I need voice meter as well. Yep, I remember that meme. I definitely remember that. Would you guys stay until I set up these things so that I can test? cd main ls go run main.go, and I'm sure that it's trying to install all these things. Once that's done, I'm supposed to run. Where is the? Yep, this one. This needs to be uncommented out. And let me get my YouTube ID. youtube.com. Well, here. Oh, probably you might be going to sleep then. While that is still running, Chrome is opened up. That's nice. Downloading all the other browsers. So let me. It's installing all these. So in the meantime, I can just run this. My bot email is in. No issues. That's fine. Maybe I picked up the wrong Chrome. Is it supposed to be a Chrome or Chromium? Maybe Chromium would be a better option, but that's fine. Okay, I see your chat now. No issues. So even the, what is this one? Oh, this one is done. Now this needs to be there. So we can build another bot. I don't think that is necessary. We can just directly use the one which we have, stream assistant bot main. I don't know which one is this. One is application, one is the shortcut. Is invalid. Why? Oh, there's no node. Okay, let me go and install all those. It says I got node. I do. Probably I might need to install these. See, yeah, there is no dict file in here. ls cd node playwright ls tsc. npm install. Just do that first. What? Oh, this must be a very edge case. Is it opening on this model? npm install. What's wrong here? Cannot be loaded because running script is visible on this system. For more information. When did that happen? This works fine. So only terminal is the one which is visible. It has been up. Now this should be the final one. Oh, let's try directly from the bot itself. Stream assistant bot main. I can see something should be happening anytime now. Okay, I see this now. So do you guys see something? I don't see. This bot is running, so should be good, right? Just checking if my bot is up or not. Don't see anything here. Definitely something is missing. Okay, I will do this later. We'll see tonight. Until then, peace. Thanks for joining the stream.